What's up, everyone? Welcome back! Alright, so yeah, doing some more bowling today. And I know some of you guys must be thinking, multi-step, why are you doing even more bowling today? Didn't you just do some bowling like a few fucking days ago? And yes, that is true. I did do bowling just a few fucking days ago. However, that being said, I have something else I need to tell you guys about today that I am extremely pissed off about. Last time I did this game, it was because I wanted to tell you guys about how I thought that my Xbox 360 had stopped working. And it turns out that one of the cables was just loose, and I ended up blowing $50 on an Xbox 360 that I really didn't need. But, you know, I figured, you know what, I'm not going to cancel that order because I ordered it online, right? So I ordered myself a replacement Xbox 360 because I thought that mine had stopped working. But I figure, you know, my Xbox 360, that thing ain't gonna last forever. And I kind of figured that if any of my systems would be the first to break, it would be my Xbox 360. So that's why I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother canceling the order. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that Xbox 360, even though it cost me like $150, because apparently those things are still that expensive, believe it or not. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'll get it. But I did get, like, the more upgraded model, because the one that I have, my Xbox 360, it's, like, the most basic model. You know, still a really good, solid system, you know? I'm actually kind of surprised that that thing has lasted me as long as it has, to be honest. Because, again, I know that in the past, my brother used the hell out of that system, so... I'm just happy that it, you know, still works at all, so... So yeah, so I just blew $150 on a fucking Xbox 360, right? Keep that in mind. So, yesterday, I wanted to do some stuff on my PlayStation 2, particularly with Madden 05, because I was going to create some new teams to show off for you guys, you know? So, you know, I'm hooking everything up. I wanted to hook up my PlayStation 2 through my recording device to my TV, mostly just because it looks better when it's done through my recording device, because my recording device automatically upscales, you know, those AV inputs to HDMI, so the picture looks less pixelated and crappy. Like, AV can sometimes look a little bit crappier on HD TVs. So it kind of cleans up the image a little bit. So I'm just hooking up the cords or whatever, getting ready to work on some shit. So then I switch out the discs. I think I had a Guitar Hero game in the PlayStation 2 or something. So I switch out the discs and whatnot. And, you know, I'm sitting here all ready to go. I go grab myself a soda and whatnot, and I'm ready to get started on working on creating a couple of new teams to show off for you guys. So I boot up the PlayStation 2. And it goes straight to the system menu. Now, for those of you who don't know or don't own a PlayStation 2, if you boot up a PlayStation 2 without the disc in it, it'll go straight to system menu, where you can like look at the save data on your memory cards, or you can change certain system settings. So if you don't have a disc in there, that's what'll happen. So I boot up my PlayStation 2, right, with the Madden 05 disc in there, and it goes straight to the system menu. And I'm like, what? You know, like, it's clearly a disc in there. So I open it up, right, just to make sure everything's, you know, in there or whatnot, just to make sure I wasn't, you know, totally imagining that I had put the... that I had put the Madden disc in there, and yeah, it was in there. Madden disc was in there. So I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was just a fluke or something. So I pull the disc out, you know, do the old Sega Genesis trick where you pull out the cartridge and then blow into the console. Which is exactly what I did with the PlayStation 2, which doesn't have any effect at all, by the way. But I did it anyway, you know, just because maybe the way I'd put the disc in there was weird or something. So I tried that, booted it back up, and it just went straight to the system menu again. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, so then I do the next logical step, which I had not previously done when I thought my Xbox 360 had crapped out on me. You know, I checked all the wires. Everything was hooked up. I mean, the system was clearly on. You know, because when I had that issue with the Xbox 360, the system wouldn't even turn on. But that was because the power cord from that goes from the power supply into the actual electrical outlet was loose. So the system wasn't even turning on. But the PlayStation 2 was clearly on. You know, it was clearly getting power. There was nothing wrong with the AV cables either. They were working fine. I was getting a picture, you know. So I'm like, what the hell? But I think I kind of listened to it, you know, when I booted it up, and it didn't sound like the disc was moving at all. The disc just was not moving. It was not spinning. So I'm like, fuck, you know? So it was a real fucking problem, you know? So my PlayStation 2 has crapped out on me. So once again, folks, I am pissed off. Go fucking figure. You know, it wasn't the Xbox 360 that was the first system of mine to crap out on me. It was the fucking PlayStation 2. Which is unbelievable, because I had my old PlayStation 2, my first PlayStation 2. Granted, I got it when I was brand new, but I beat the fuck out of that system. I'm going to be honest. When I was younger, I did not take good care of my systems at all. I'm going to be honest. I beat the fuck out of that PlayStation 2. Absolutely beat the fuck out of it. And it still lasted me for like 10 years. I can't even tell you how many times I had dropped that system. And it lasted me 10 fucking years. And I don't know who the previous owner of this system was, but I don't think they took care of it very well, because like, it's only lasted me like 5 years, which is not bad, but still. I was hoping it would last me a little longer than that, you know? So, you know, that really sucks too, because I was gonna do, you know, fucking Guitar Hero on fucking, well, today, actually. That's what I was going to do today, was knock out a little bit of Guitar Hero and then do some Madden 05 and show off some new teams for you guys, but haven't got the chance to do that yet, because I haven't had the chance to create the teams, because now my PlayStation 2 has crapped out on me. So, naturally, what do? I go online and buy a new fucking PlayStation 2, so now I'm out at another $100. So in the past, like, week, I've spent 250 goddamn bucks on new consoles. Fucking retarded, man. Just fucking retarded. I cannot seem to catch a break lately. Granted, the first one was my fault, because I should have just double-checked to see if the cable was, you know, plugged in correctly. So, I will admit, that one was totally my own fault. But with the PlayStation 2, again, I checked everything. I went through all the motions. I checked everything. I even yelled at it. I fucking screamed at that PlayStation 2, and it still wouldn't work properly. And usually when I yell at stuff, it fucking works properly, for whatever reason. Except for my recording devices. But, like, I don't know what else to do, you know? So that fucking pisses me off, man. You know, I was really hoping that the PlayStation 2 out of all the systems would be a bit more rock solid, but apparently not. You know, with video game systems, I gotta say, they do not build them like they used to. Because that goddamn Sega Genesis that I have has probably been one of the most reliable systems that I have ever had. Again, I've had that damn thing since I was 5 years old. Keep in mind, I've had the same Sega Genesis since I was 5 fucking years old, and I played the shit out of that console back in the day. For like 3 years, that was my only console. So I played the shit out of that thing when I was younger. I played the absolute shit out of that console, out of that system, and it still works to this day. That's why I gotta say, man, they do not build them like they used to, man. Say what you will about the, you know, granted, older systems don't have nearly the amount of processing power and graphical capabilities of newer systems, but goddamn, were they some durable pieces of machinery. Like, goddamn, dude. That thing has truly withstood the test of time. No doubt there. But yeah, so I'm pretty disappointed about that. You know, about my PlayStation 2 taking a crap on me, because that's a system that I use a lot. I use my PlayStation 2 a lot. I use that for my Guitar Hero project, and then I use it for just a lot of other games in general. You know, Midnight Club, Madden 05, NASCAR 06. You know, I use it for a lot of shit. So, kind of pisses me off, you know. I use that system probably at least like once a week during my recording sessions, typically. So, yeah, pretty fucking irritated right now, not gonna lie. Pretty fucking irritated, so. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the new PlayStation 2 that I have bought myself, because I'm doing something a little bit different this time. So, yeah. I just really cannot fucking catch a break, can I? I just really can't. You know? Welcome to fucking 2020. Of course, by the time I get around to uploading this, it'll be 2021. But still. Because again, for those of you who don't know, keep in mind I pre-record all my videos several months in advance before I actually get around to uploading them. So keep that in mind. But like, god damn. It'd be nice for once if I could just catch a fucking break. You know? And I don't want to be guilty of asking for too much, but god damn, it'd be nice to have just a little bit of a break from the shitstorm every once in a while. You know, like, fuck. So I'm just a little bit goddamn irritated right now. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You know, with originally thinking that my Xbox 360 had taken a dump on me, and now my fucking PlayStation 2, so. Pretty fucking irritated right now. Pretty fucking irritated. Alright, well, either way, stay tuned for the next part of this game, and until then, peace out.